I do think it's a very interesting conversation because I think that is the key is figuring out what's going on with these people that aren't in the traditional workforce.
Agreed.
But doing that non-traditional work, and if we look at something like Uber, and maybe this is when we need to kind of talk about your outlook for next year, because
Mm,
I think if the economy does start to soften, a lot of those gig workers, and they're struggling already. I mean, we hear it already from them.
I agree.
How are they going to, over the next several years, how are they going to be able to make enough money to be able to buy a home, be able to even pay rent and move out of their
Yeah.
mom's basement?
This is awesome. I love this conversation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for saying yes.
Of course. Thank you.
So we'll do my 24 kind of outlook, and then we'll talk about kind of what happens if I'm right. So I'm calling a recession. Again, something I got wrong in Q23 is I thought we'd have a recession. I actually am getting really ballsy. I'm calling Q1 and Q2 recession. So kind of short and shallow, but a recession nonetheless. I would think unemployment probably gets above 4 or 5, but below 5. That's kind of my window for unemployment. Um, One thing to know about 5% is for the longest time that was considered full employment. When I got my degree, Melody, was 6% was full employment. Now it's 5. So it will be up and up noticeably. That'll be millions of people, unfortunately, laid off. That'll be a problem.
Mhm.
So recession, unemployment. I do think mortgage rates get to I'm going to call it 6%. I do not want to see 5% mortgage rates. I don't want a market like this. I'm done with that. Let's just slow and steady. Let's just freaking get to
Right.
the other side of this. We broke housing and we got to pay the price. Um, so that's generally my call. It's going to be a messy year. We got to realize it's an election year. At the end of the year, that's going to create all kinds of stuff in the second half. I do think the Fed cuts rates. My hope is it's somewhere between 3 and 4. It's not 6. It's not 9. Because I think if we
Mhm.
get 6 or 9 rate cuts, Melody, something broke. Like broke. That's like we get 6 rate cuts.
Definitely.
Like be careful what you wish for, people. That's ugly. I
Right.
think we get three or
Right.
four. Yeah, it's a recession, but not terrible.